talks about how hard and awful it is to be single in your 30s, which is very true. Like, dating is really hard, and it can feel like you're really alone. You're not going to find your, like, life partner. But I want to talk about the perks of being single and 30.
The perks of being single and 30. I've seen enough of these videos to know that there really aren't any perks, but you know what? Let's hear this lady out. Let's see what she finds especially great about being single and being 30. I kind of think that she might bring up anyway, no, never mind. I'm not going to bring that up, but I think she's going to bring something up, but let's go ahead. Let's continue.
Honestly, number one, we're breaking generational curses. Like, women literally could not live alone until like late 70s when they could like get their own credit card. And then even then, I'm not sure it was super common, especially in your 30s, not your 20s. So we're breaking that generational curse. Like, women can live on their own now for as long as they want without a male partner.
Lady, you're 30. You're multiple generations past that at this point. I mean, okay, yeah, she's coping with being alone. She's coping with, she's already ran through all the dudes in the dating apps. Maybe she hasn't ran through all the dudes. I don't know. She looks familiar. I think I've had her in a previous video of mine. But here's the thing. It's always the same. Even if it's different women, it's always the same message. They are just alone, and I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like a lonely woman epidemic. Ooh, oh no.
And that's very cool. Number two, I get to live my Sex and the City dreams.
Oh,
like,
there it is.
I'm not even in season 1 yet of Sex and the City. She's 32, Carrie, in season 1. But I get to live that, right? And if you find your partner in your 20s, you don't get to live that Carrie Bradshaw vibe, right?
Every woman wants this fantasy. It's getting old at this point. And even women that look like this, they just want this like perfect, I've never seen Sex and the City. I have no idea what that show's about, but honestly, it looked like shit. I've seen enough of the story to know that it was just about 4 women who were very liberated by getting their insides rearranged by random men in the city, as it's, the name of the show. That's literally what they're doing in the city. Every episode they're doing different things, and women love that kind of stuff. That is their fantasy. So yeah, if they're in, a lot of these women will tear up their families. They will divorce their husbands to do things like this. It's completely insane,
right? Like, it is a super specific vibe to be single in your 30s. And it's really fun to watch that show and like relate to it in ways that like you really just can't if you have a long-term partner. So that's cool. And the last one is kind of silly, but you get to date up and down. So being 30.
Okay, so there's 3 things. These are her 3 reasons why it's good to be single in your 30s as a woman. Let me see if I can get this straight. Let me straighten this out. The first one is because you can live alone. Okay, that's whatever. The second one is because of a show that came on HBO 20 years ago. Right. Okay, perfect. And the last one is, I forgot what the last one was. Anyway, we're moving on to the next video. Okay, I don't know who recommended that last one, but it was very bad. Very, very bad.
Okay, is anyone else on here single and in their 30s, never married, no kids? I know there's a lot of us. I know that we exist out there, but like most of the time I don't mind being single in my 30s, but I do have days and weeks where it's really hard. And it's okay to feel that. And it's okay to say that out loud, but it feels like...
Dude, these women are starving for attention, dude. They are completely starving for attention. We're looking at a TikTok that's got 60 likes, 18 comments, and most of them are just random men. This is what happens. This is what happens whenever a woman does not find something in her life worth living for in her 20s. She becomes 30 and she does things like this. This is why men are completely looking at women in their 30s. It's giving men the ick. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like a lot of men see stuff like this and they're like, why are they doing this? She went to Harvard? Really?
It feels like shameful. It feels like this shameful thing that like I didn't do what society wants me to do. And it's not because I don't want to. I would love to have a partner, but
you just can't get one because the men that you have always went for were out of your league. They were more attractive than you. They had better options than you. And you, instead of taking that position and doing everything those men wanted so that you could actually find yourself a husband, you acted like your shit didn't stink. You acted like you were better than them, and they tossed you to the curb after they got through using you. That is why you're single and in your 30s with no kids. And you went to Harvard, and I don't think that you got intelligence by going there.
Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes!
haven't met my person, I guess, or like dating in my 30s has been really challenging. I was in serious relationships in my 20s and broke it off with my last like real serious boyfriend when I was 30. And since I've been dating in my 30s, like
She broke it off with the dude, and this is the story that happens, and we've seen it. She broke it off with the dude because she thought she could do better. She's in her third. She didn't know that there was like an expiration date. But yeah, and I'm surprised that this woman didn't already have a guy lined up, because usually what they do is they'll line a guy up. They'll already have a guy in the DMs. They'll have a guy in the DMs. They're talking to him, and they're plotting together about what to do with the husband or boyfriend. Usually, I'm surprised that she didn't do that. So yeah, dumping your long-term relationship just to blindly go out and start dating in your 30s is a bold move. It doesn't look like it worked out for her.
I don't know. I think obviously I've changed and evolved, and my standards are higher, so I tolerate a lot less. But I'm still like, I'm a pretty open person. I just can't believe how hard it is.
That's what women call hitting the wall. They call it changing and evolving. They're like Pokemon. It's like a secondary evolution.
So I'm sure you guys have seen, I think his name's Caleb. He does like the financial, like the people come in, they sit down, they break out the books, they give him all the debt, and he tells them like, this is how you should probably try to get out of debt. I've watched a lot of his TikTok videos, and I have noticed majority of the time it is the wife spending above the means.
It's always the wife. And I love that show, by the way, you guys. If you have not seen Caleb Hammer's show, he does like a lot of podcasts and stuff on his channel. That dude, he makes some content, and it is always good content. I'm always watching his shows, and yes, it's always the women. They are, oh my god, the Labubu episode was completely insane. There was an episode that had two heavy. It had two. It was like a fat guy and a fat chick, and they were a couple. And this guy was being put through it. I mean, you could tell he was like at the end of his rope. And this lady was spending all of it. This lady was spending everything. It was, oh wow. I felt sorry for the guy.
And I always think to myself, why don't the husband just put his foot down and say, we're not doing this. I'm taking away credit cards. I'm taking away debit cards.
Because then she can divorce and he will lose all of his shit. She's obviously hasn't been married. Because I just do not understand that.
So in my local Are We Dating the Same Guy, I got banned because this girl posted a photo of this man and she said NET, and I said, have you matched with him yet? And she said no. And then I said, okay, so then why are you posting him? And then this girl was talking.
I've said this before, those groups are not about safety. Those groups are literally about meeting men online, screenshotting their picture, posting it in a group, and then talking shit about him. That is what these groups are about. It's never been about safety. You can say it's a Facebook group. You can say it's a TikTok. You can say it's an app. You can say whatever it is. Humiliate and in a lot of cases ruin men. I've been reading a lot of instances where a lot of these men are actually getting falsely accused of things they did not do through these groups. It's really sickening that it happens like this. But what this woman's explaining, she posted a picture that she saw this lady post a picture of a man that she's never even met. You know, they might have matched on an app. She's never even met this guy and has already blasted his photo around, trying to make him look like some sort of creep. Anyway, fellas, that's going to be the end of today's video. Drop me a comment, like the video, and I will catch you later. Peace.